Madam Nnenna, if you're there, please talk to us. You have 8 minutes. Good evening to you, ma.
Yeah, she dey come on. Definitely, make she get the ogbon already and don't come. Where she don't cook come this panel today. Better panel yeah, man. The back on a fufu.
No, while my brother. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm glad I was able to make it. Even though I didn't get most of the videos that we have played today, I saw part of them because today was kind of, I won't do maybe like a sad day for me, something somehow, but then I was able to make it because I've been in the hospital with a friend. So, anyways, coming to what we're discussing, I just want to start my comment by just asking us a question. This is just, I don't know if it's a rhetorical question. It's just something I was just contemplating within myself. After I watched Abati, when Abati was clearly saying on air that P2B is trying to be, whether P2B wants to be an evangelist or whatever, I don't even understand the nonsense he was talking about. And then watching I didn't really watch the whole of it, part of that interview with Shehu and that guy. It prompts one question in my mind. Does Nigeria actually have journalists? Because to me, sometimes these people, I feel like these people that call themselves journalists in Nigeria or these media houses, I feel like what they do is basically just to bring people, maybe to just entertain themselves with the news of the day, with whatever news that is happening around a certain period of time. They just bring some clowns to their station just to have fun. That's just the way. Because the reason why I'm saying this is this: when I was watching, like I said, part of that interview with Sean, right? I was expecting that somebody like that man that came to Sean's show. There are some questions, some pertinent questions, and some ways that questions would have been thrown at that man. I know that as much as it was, he had the opportunity, he made a fool of himself. But then there are ways you can actually handle some of these people. They will make a total fool of themselves. In a very more clearer way. And these things comes with when people are like truly professional or truly know what they do. And also, the reason why I asked myself if Nigeria truly have journalists is this. When I've been in a country like where I am, somebody will say, don't compare Nigeria to America. Unfortunately, I will, because I have lived in both countries. I was born in Nigeria, grew up in Nigeria at a certain period of my life, and I came to America, and I've been in America for almost 20 years now. So I can tell you that I know, and even though I'm in America, I still follow what is going on in Nigeria. So I can tell you that I know a little bit of both worlds, right? I know that in a country like this, America, where we are, with this kind of nonsense that is going on in Nigeria, you cannot tell me that people like Abati and the rest of them who call themselves journalists will sit down and another media group will bring an information that you yourself is privy to have a little bit of knowledge about what it is. And you could not, with all intent and purpose, try to educate your people, or on your own part. Look, I watch news here. As much as people can say that Fox is bad, MSN is bad, CNN is bad, whatever. People can say whatever. But I see sometimes as if these people, they take out their time when there are some certain news, bring it out. Just like this Chicago State University position, right? They can take their time, bring it page to page, give a proper analysis, not being biased now. They are not bringing something that is new. They are throwing what is already in the news. Give a proper analysis. Not inviting anybody to come and tell them what Chicago said or what Chicago did not say. They themselves make it your own priority. Give a proper analysis of that disposition, so that even the layman on the street of Nigeria will have a better understanding. Because at this point in time, People are throwing things from left, right, and south. I was watching that old man. What is he called? A Shobo, or whatever. That old lanky man that spoke in Arise. I forgot his name. I was watching that man. I feel like throwing up. I feel like vomiting, because whatever the other man was saying was disgusting to me. For this man to say that the school came out and they said that Tinubu graduated, and they said this was the man's exact word, and they also said that they issued him a certificate. And people are sitting on the chair with this man. Somebody who calls himself a journalist was sitting on the chair with this man. And immediately that man made that submission. This person said, okay, let's move to the flood. Like, and I asked myself, this man that journalist, supposedly journalist, that was asking this man the questions that he answered, did he not see did he not read, or how do I put it? Whatever that man said, was it a new information to him? Okay, even if it was a new information to him, why couldn't he have asked more questions to give Nigerians a little bit of an idea of what exactly is going on? Are you trying to tell me that that guy does not know that Chicago University, because that was what I was expecting him to say. Immediately that man made that comment, they say he went to the school and they say he ushered. The man should have said, wait, in that disposition, the school did not say make it an argument, because this person is bringing in something that you yourself, that is not true, and you just allow him to stand there and you move on to flood. Like, I asked myself, are these people truly journalists? I have a background in journalism. My first degree in Nigeria is language arts. I was working with some newspapers before I come to America. I have a little bit of an understanding what it means to interview people. And sometimes when I hear these people do what they do, it pisses me off. Like, it gets on my very last skin. How can you sit down and allow this man? What is your job, your duty as a journalist? Your duty is to enlighten, to give the people accurate information of the happenings of the day. And somebody comes to your studio, sits down, says something contrary to what you should know, and information that you are privy to, and you allow him to just get away with it. Like, it does not, I don't even understand it. Okay, now, then coming to the part of Abati, they heard about what BBC said. BBC is a media house like Arise. No matter whether they were from London or whatever they call themselves, those people are supposedly to be journalists like that, right? They said this thing, and all Abati and his cause and his people could say is that this case is already in the court. Hey, let's wait for. Are you guys for real? What is your job? Or what? Like, okay, whatever BBC, those three clowns did in the name of bringing up whatever they call their verdict or whatever, from whatever they got from that, are you not smart enough to counter it so that you don't? And when you're countering it, because these people said what they said without showing Nigerians something, can't you counter it? But I know sometimes when Rufai wants
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Okay, sometimes when Rufai wants to make a contribution, he reads the exact excerpt of what he's talking about. So could they not have said, okay, in this aspect, this was the exact, so that anybody who is listening to them at that point in time, because at this time, some people will be like, oh, wait, they said that Chicago said they did not give him, but now BBC is saying, and they brought it to your station, and all you could do is just to say, the case is still in the court. Like I keep asking, I mean, if it's just the angle, I just want to dwell on this point. Are these people truly journalists? Is it not in their own power, as even journalists, to even invite one of those clowns that wrote that thing on BBC to sit them down and ask them questions? I see in this country here, sometimes they bring people who made a certain submission. They bring them either by news or either by phone or in person to question them on whatever submission they made. What kind of thing do they say? Honestly speaking, as much as I get angry with the Nigerian government, I get pissed off by the so-called journalists we have in Nigeria. Did they just bring people to the round table just to sit with them and have fun with them? And for finally, I want to just end. I know my time is up. Mr. Abati, yes, Peter Obi is an evangelist. And who is an evangelist? A man who passes good news. That is what he's doing. If you think you're being funny by saying if they want to take a job in evangelism, whatever, I don't even understand the nonsense that Abasi is put out of his mouth. It's so disgusting. Honestly, I'm beginning to get so pissed off with these people that people will sit with you. You cannot even ask them the right question. And you allow them to come and mess up the mind of gullible people with some nonsense. It is so ridiculous.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Nnenna, for your submission.